get it that far.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The drive begins with a run by Henderson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in. Complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 47 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Dart. Now he'll top this and run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game. And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing his Dart. His throw incomplete. When you look at the Saints defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Dart. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They've got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert! Round 80! What's up?
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield, and allow the play to be successful.
He's still on his feet. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he stopped immediately there. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Genty will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
On for the extra point is Folk. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Folk out there now to kick this one off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 10. Dart going to look to throw here. They set up the screen for Henderson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Giants, 1st down. It's a gain of 20. first down, New York.
Dart. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Josh Hines-Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Looking to throw, Dart. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jalen Walker in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Dart. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So after the INT, it's Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
No. Hey, tight. Middle.
Here's Allen to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now an option play on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it from the gun on 3rd down. Tight end Bowers. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,606.
Gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. To throw, it's Allen. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Up the middle, here's Corum.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To the air, Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
There wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that ball.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Now Allen again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen now on the option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Allen with career touchdown number 70. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Folk for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Long now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To the air, Dart. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, New York.
Let's go now.
To the air once more is Dart.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown!
Puka Nacua as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Middle. Monday. Look out.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Done. Hey, tight.
A final shot before half for Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 down at the 33. On play action, Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll go again with Genty. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front are a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Second down and 6 now. Now Allen. A throw that side for Pearsall is complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Corum is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
On for the extra point is Folk. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Washington on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. From the gun, Dart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Throwing, Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Giants first down.
To throw, Dart. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Giants first down. A gain of 15. First down, Giants.
Dart going to look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Once again, it's Genty. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. They need 2. Here's third down.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Alert! What's that?
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brock Bowers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now Folk for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Folk out there now to kick this one off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw now, Dart. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Giants 1st down.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing his Dart. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jalen Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Giants.
Henderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jackson Dart, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a two-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And now here's another interception. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
What's that?
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
What's that?
On play action, Allen. That's complete to Pearsall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
What's that?
On 1st down, it's Genty. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
What's that?
So Allen's going to look to throw. Allen going to run with it. Got a man, Boutte. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
That's a great alternative there to the old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Instead, let your quarterback take it in the shotgun and essentially choose his own path. He scans the situation, makes the right read, and takes it into the end zone on the QB draw.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Giants 21.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Dart. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Looking to throw, Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Dart once more. And his throw here is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal.
They go play action with Dart. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. They'll go. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
56.
And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And a yard.
To the air, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out. Regular. Go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And pass complete. Here's Boutte with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
319. Alert. Hey, tight. What's that?
And again, it's Allen. Allen going to run with it. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for New Orleans, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.